Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. This is your host, Bad Luck Chuck. We're here at the post-game show to wrap up the final game of the regular season for our Kansas City Chiefs. It was a tough divisional game. You know, divisional games be going like that sometimes. But they escaped with a 28-24 victory. So we're sitting at 12 and 5, I believe. So at 12 and 5, and now we become Texas fans tomorrow. So, but before we get into all that, I'd like to introduce Kylie. Kylie, welcome back as our post game correspondent.
What's
And
up?
then we got Boogie at the bottom of the screen. Country's running a little late right now. He'll join in later on. But yeah, that was a pretty tough game. Pretty tough game, everyone. So Kylie, I'm gonna start off with you. Let's get your perspective. Like, what did you see out there that stood out?
So I felt like we started the game really strong. Always that first 15, we always come out, we deliver. I noticed that there were a lot of players taken out. Like I know Hill was out with a heel injury, and you could definitely feel that on the offense. I felt like Kelsey wasn't getting a lot. So offensively, I felt like we were definitely stuck in like a second or third gear rather than a first. And I would have loved to have seen us kind of put the pedal to the metal, if you will. But defense, I also felt was a little slow, a little sluggish. It just didn't feel like there was a ton of energy in the first half. Not the energy we've been used to, at least over the last like 8 to 9 games. So uh, it was a little bit of a bummer going into half, but then coming into the second half, and then obviously with that amazing fumble, like the energy turned around, the momentum turned around, and that was the defense that I had been waiting on, and that was that explosiveness. So overall, I can breathe a little easier now. Those 3 hours were definitely, I was sweating it, but I mean, we still got the 2 seed. So big Texans fan right now.
Yeah, definitely gonna have our big old cowboy hats on. Boogie, what you got for us, man?
I thought that field sucked. I don't
Oh my
even,
gosh, it looked like a bunch of divots on a golf course, man.
man. That was I was worried about them injuries, so I'm happy we didn't really get Tyreek. Hopefully Kelsey not hurt. That wasn't nothing too big, but I ain't like we was letting Drew Lock do that either, man. I know the game wasn't that important. It seemed like they was like you said in second gear. Like I don't know, was they playing not to get hurt? It kind of felt like.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that, man, because that field was trash, and then Spags dialed it back this week. Like he didn't call as many blitzes like he did against the Bengals. I'm like, okay, you calling all these blitzes against Joe Burrow, but you dialing it back against Drew Lock? Like what are we doing here? And it was very frustrating to see him scramble for those two touchdowns. I'm like, I know Drew Lock got some athleticism, but come on, man, you can't be letting him just get off like that. Like okay, like Josh Allen, your boy Josh Allen, because Josh Allen, he's Paul Bunyan, you know what I mean, when he runs the football. So, but 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 yeah, let's talk about Tyreek getting hurt in the pregame warm up, man. Like, do y'all think it came from him and McCole just messing around, or like from like a drill or something? Because we seen Orlando Brown got hurt last week in warmups, so I'm just trying to figure out what's up with that. All these guys getting hurt during warmups.
Absolutely. Like I had no idea he was even hurt until I think it was like midway through, almost to the second quarter. They said something about it, and I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't know he was hurt." And it does make you wonder because that's the second week in a row we've had before the game even starts 2 injuries. But every time after I found that out, I was like, "Let's just take him out." Like, why are we? I guess like many many Chiefs fans, I was kind of towing the line of like, well, I want us to win, but I also don't want anybody to get hurt. So it was a hard game to watch from that sense. But with Tyreek, I was just like, can we just pull him? I don't understand. If he's hurt, he's hurt. But like, let's not make it worse.
Yeah, I want him out of there. Honestly, no point of playing him. If he didn't have, I mean, maybe he had some incentive. You still want to let him try to get, like we talked about, but I would have got him out of there, especially if we got to play next week.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wanted him out the game too myself, but the Chiefs they kind of figured like, okay, Tyreek can manage the injury on short passing downs or in the red zone. So we noticed that throughout the course of the game after the first drive, because during the
Yeah,
first drive when he was like in and out the game, I was like, they probably trying to take it easy on him because of that field, and that was before I even knew he was hurt. So, but you saw like on I think it was on the fourth down, they put him in there, and him and Tyreek, him and Patrick, they like to run that the little flat route to the sideline. That's hard to cover. So you saw that, and then like I said, they tried to use him in the red zone, it wasn't successful, but he still opened things up, like especially McCole Hardman. He opened things up for McCole. Shout out to McCole. He finally got his first career 100-yard game. So
Yeah,
salute to that young man
yeah.
for getting it done today.
I
Pringle,
would,
my
yeah, I
bad.
would like to just say sorry. I would just like to put out a full-on apology to McCole Hardman because I feel like I've been giving him a really hard time, and today he definitely stepped up. So hats off to McCole.
How many
Fully agree
yards
with
do
that.
we end up with this year?
Well, I gotta see if these stats gonna update or not. We might have to wait a little bit for that, but I can look for that real quick. But when he's sitting at when he's sitting like close to 700, yeah, Art,
633.
yeah,
Yeah, that's 2
RJ,
straight weeks though, RJ. We gotta
yeah,
give him
I was
RJ.
credit.
You
gonna
He
got
ain't
to,
play
say,
you
bad.
got to, bro.
hmm
You
If he
got to give
play
him credit,
bad, we
man.
call it out. If he play good, we call it out. We want him to win.
absolutely, and he was a huge part of that offense today. A huge part.
Yeah, 2 straight weeks.
Well, he
That
doesn't
catch
deserve it
last week.
today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he don't deserve the slander. I'm sorry. He stepped
Nah,
up big. He stepped up big because like they needed somebody to make a play, man. And and speaking of the receiving core, man, I think it's a wrap for Josh Gordon. I'm sorry, it's done with, unfortunately.
man, I tweeted that
I
earlier. Is he
agree.
the worst receiver we have on our team on the active roster now?
I don't
Yeah,
understand why he can't. Like, I don't want to be harsh, but at the same time, like every time he gets targeted, it's a drop pass, it's a misread route. Like it's not, it's just not clicking, and it's frustrating to watch because you know what he's brought to the league, and it's just not. He's just not delivering.
Yeah, maybe it's too much time out of football, man. It is
what
what it is.
he said, Albert Wilson game. Did Albert Wilson ever have a 100-yard game in a Chiefs uniform?
That last game of the season when Mahomes started.
Oh yeah, that's right, Denver. Yep, yep. I mean, I guess it's the same scenario here, but RJ, we're not saying that McColl's job is safe moving forward after that game, but somebody had to step up, bro. Like you said.
I'm cool with
So
him being
Yep.
the
so so
number
give
three
him credit.
receiver. I'm cool with him being the number
Yep.
3 receiver. We went into the
And he was
season. How many yards
consistent.
was we saying?
Yeah. So like so with that being said, back to Josh Gordon. I was very disappointed on the route he ran when he dropped the pass. Like you can't round that route. You got to cut back to the ball a little more. That was a horrible route. I think somebody mentioned that was like a Kelvin Benjamin route. And it definitely looked like Kelvin Benjamin, because I remember Kelvin Benjamin. His route rate was some of the worst I've seen
Oh,
in the league.
Well,
So
yeah. And then I felt like he should have had that catch. And at first I was like, oh, that's great defense, great coverage. He popped it out. But then you take a second look and it's like he should have caught that. Like that's a catch. Ah, it was frustrating to watch.
yeah, it's terrible. What you mean? Oh my God, Chuck. What you mean, RJ? I'm just saying, give the dude some credit.
yeah. What's wrong with giving them props when they do
Man.
when they play good? It's all right.
I don't get it. I don't get Chiefs Kingdom sometimes, man. Yeah, Sammy's a miss, but
No.
that dude can't stay healthy, man. He couldn't stay healthy in Baltimore this year.
How many yards did
Right.
Watkins have last year?
And how many games did he miss?
I think Sammy only played like 8 games last year, somewhere in that nature.
That
So
feels like a
like,
stretch. Maybe that's right.
yeah, that's the best. That's the best ability is availability, at least. You know what I mean?
If Sammy was healthy, of course we'd take him. But yeah, you're right.
Listen, RJ, it's been a minute since I seen Albert in a Chiefs uniform. Okay, damn. But anyway, let's I've said this before about Denver's defense. They usually don't let Patrick Mahomes get off like that. If you look at his game log historically, like Patrick Mahomes usually just has like a one touchdown game and that's it. Today he's still throwing from the pocket well. He did have some scares with the interception, interception luck and all that, but we still continue to see that he can throw from the pocket. and he's not having to try to scramble out of trouble as much when the play break down and everything. So I think that's a good sign moving forward heading to the playoffs. Our run game, it wasn't really all that strong today. It was mainly Patrick Mahomes in the run game, really. I think Denver, they was a little more physical when they ran the ball and when they was moving the ball on offense. So because I know early on Trey Smith, he was kind of getting beat early on, but he cleaned some things up. And then like Orlando Brown, he did all right. But I'm gonna ask you guys this: did you guys notice that he be getting away with false starts too
I,
before Nick Jacobs brought it up
I did
during
notice
the
he
game?
got away with one today.
I feel like I've seen him get away with them in the past, actually, and I don't say much because I'm on that side, but this isn't the first time.
They owed down anyway. We'll count that one.
Yep, yep. But then Travis, he did his thing. He got a touchdown and then he sealed the game. But like I said, I hope his injury is not serious and he'll be ready to go in the playoffs. Now on the defensive side of the ball, let's get to the main subject at the matter. Melvin Ingram. If we had signed this man in the offseason, the Stars don't even play today. They don't even touch the field today. We see Chad Henne, we see Derek Gore starting, we see all these other cats in the game today. Because Melvin Ingram has really been that important ever since he got traded here, man. The defense is playing at a higher level, much better. And Melvin Ingram in that second half, he played like he was the guy that gave the halftime speech in the locker room because he came out the gate just making an impact. Stopping cats in the backfield, getting pressure, and then of course later on in the game, the biggest momentum changer of the game, stripping Melvin Gordon and Nick Bolton taking it to the crib. So you guys salute that man, Melvin Ingram. And I'm gonna ask you guys this: do you think Melvin Ingram sealed up the Derek Thomas team defense MVP for the Chiefs this year?
I mean, I think that he is the key difference in this defense. So I think that without him, this defense is not where they were the last 8 weeks. I think that he's been a huge asset as far as energy, the way that he comes at the other team, and then leadership. Like you said, like was he the guy in the locker room that was bringing it all and was like, guys, we have got this game to win? And then he came out and he put his actions with it. So, I mean, I think you could make a pretty safe argument. Yeah.
Well, heck, if he had some incentives, Dorian, it sure paid off. You know what I mean? So
Hold on. Y'all saying Melvin Ingram is the defensive player of the year on the Chiefs?
yeah, on the Chiefs. We talking about
I
just
think
the
you can
Chiefs.
make an argument. Yeah.
Ooh, over Chris Jones?
What?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Jones has
Yeah.
been great. Chris Jones been great this year, but when Melvin Ingram got traded here, dog, the defense turned the corner, bro. Like
And
Chris Jones moved back inside where he's supposed to be dominant because Chris Jones wasn't doing much early on the season when he was playing on the outside more.
I will argue
I could.
that Bolton and Chris Jones been better than Ingram this year.
I would give you a
I,
case for Bolton. I don't know about Chris
yeah,
Jones. Like, definitely Bolton's come out like
Ooh.
proving himself to this team. Jones, I completely agree with you, Chuck. Like, wasn't really a playmaker until Ingram was brought into the mix. When he got moved back outside, that's when Jones started to make more of a difference. And I don't know. I think Ingram. I could see Bolton.
yeah, you can definitely make a case for both too. And now that's not saying Chris Jones doesn't open it up for the other guys to make plays, but it's just different. You know what I mean? Like when Chris Jones is playing on the inside, which is his natural, which is his natural position. That's when he's really Chris Jones. That's when he's really making an impact like that. So I mean, if y'all want to give it to Chris Jones, cool, but I just think Melvin Ingram had more of an impact overall, and I don't care if he wasn't on the team the entire season. Melvin Ingram made a huge difference on that defense when he got
Dang.
here.
Chris
The
Jones, that's crazy. I don't know, man. Oh, man. We got what the comments saying. I think Chris Jones was man. I can't believe y'all saying Melvin Ingram had a better year than Chris Jones this year.
Not better. He's more impactful. I think there's a
More
yeah,
difference.
impactful. Okay,
Like,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's what we're
yeah,
saying.
like
Okay, okay.
I think that he impacted this defense. Like when he came onto the squad, it became a completely different defense because Jones was moved inside because they were able to play to their strengths more. And then he also brought that intensity and the leadership. I think that was lacking. So yeah, I think impactful definitely Melvin Ingram. Nick Bolton would be a close second, in my opinion, just as a rookie coming out, proving himself, making the plays that he's made. I would go there too.
Yeah, and like Dorian, like, yeah, Brett Veach did drop the ball, but at the end of the day, Chris Jones, you saw Chris Jones wear that throwback Reggie White Philadelphia Eagles jersey. He thought he could be Reggie White on the outside. He thought he could really dominate like that. And come to find out, that experiment wasn't really working like that. And Chris, I also agree with you too. Like
Yeah.
he definitely won some games this year. Like the Cowboys game, he had 3.5 sacks. That definitely stood out.
Wasn't there an incentive for Chris Jones today? He was supposed to get one more, I think.
He needed one more. He didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
That would have got it. He needed 10 sacks. But that's what I'm saying.
Man.
The D tackle get 9 sacks, and we like, ooh. But I see what y'all saying on impact. Okay.
RJ, you feel yourself a little bit on the topics, but you've been kind of on a roller coaster lately, RJ. But you still good, man. You still family, so. But yeah, man, I just felt like Melvin Ingram's impact was felt a little more than Chris Jones to me. Like like some of the stuff you see is not gonna be on the box score. You gotta really pay attention to the game to know impact. You know what I mean, as far as like defensive players in general. But I will say this, man. I was disappointed in the defense early on because it looked like they was making a few business decisions like out there. Like Tyron, when Javonte Williams broke out a big run, I don't know what the hell that was, man. Like he looked like he didn't want to get up in that alley and hit at all. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You got to get up in that alley and just hit the guy, man. Like that was just a poor tackling effort on his part on that play. And Tyron definitely got to be. I'm not saying Tyron can't do his job. Tyron's been here before. He knows what to do. But I just hope he remembers that he got to be Bob Sanders. He got to be Bob Sanders in this playoffs, dude. You got to really get up in them alleys and hit somebody, bro.
Yeah, because I seen somebody, I think Richie tweeted it, something about, is he worked at 15? I'm like, here we go. But, yeah, that's going to be important, man.
Terrible tackling all across the board that first half.
Man.
Yeah, I mean,
it does seem like his shoulder messed up or something. That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Like I seen him, he was kind of slow getting up on a few plays. I'm like, was he just trying to manage through the injury or something? You know what I mean?
So
I don't know.
Yeah. So can we actually talk about that for a second? Because I feel like we have a few key injuries right now, and I know we'll know more once that report comes out. But I felt like between Tyreek Hill's heel and then I think Williams was having problems there at the end of the second, and then Tyrann, and then Kelsey at the end of that game. Like I feel we're a little more injury, have a few more injuries than I would like. At least we'll know more here soon. But yeah.
Well, Young Ty, here's the thing. Mike Hughes, I thought he did a decent job today for what we was dealing with. I will say that the corners were getting beat. Like, they were losing their matchups. Broncos receivers were definitely getting open, especially on Ward, man. Like, this is the second week in a row that Ward was getting cooked. Jerry Jeudy cooked them early on. It's just that Drew Lock's a terrible quarterback. And then Tim Patrick, he was getting his on Ward, too. So, Javarius kind of had it down 2 weeks. But the Broncos, they was definitely winning their matchups today.
It seemed like the blueprint is out on the Chiefs secondary, how to beat them. Not necessarily. It just seemed like everybody know this is how you do it. Just make sure you get the ball up there and let your receiver make a play. Like, are they going to make that adjustment in the playoffs or not? Everybody know that's what's going to happen. It's going to be one-on-one.
– Yeah, I wish there were adjustments made sooner. I'm still a little frustrated.
You're right, Kyle. On Tyron, you're right.
At Sorensen, I felt like he was given a few, like, I just don't want to see him in a deep safety position ever. So that's a little hard. But also, like, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see Fenton a lot. And I don't know if that was from last week, or maybe I was just missing him out there, or he just wasn't in it, but I just didn't see him a lot.
Yeah, Ben was out there. I remember he had a pass deflection when he was covering Tim Patrick in the fourth quarter when we forced Denver to kick a field goal. And I know Tyrann was coming right after, trying to see if he can get a pick off the tip or whatever. But Finn was out there for a little bit, just not as much as last week. So I mean, Spags made a change in that manner, but at the end of the day, man, like that secondary definitely got to play a little better heading to the playoffs. And like Boogie said, there might be a chink in the armor. And I think Kyle mentioned it in the comments too. Like he was saying, like the back shoulder throws. The back shoulder throws, they are the toughest pass to the defend. So I will say that. But hey, you gotta find a way to adjust and get better.
They got to play the ball better because no matter who we play, we're going against some real good receivers first round, regardless.
Right. So is it because the quality of the offenses we've been playing, is that increased, or is there something that's changed with our defense?
I I thought it was quality we was playing until this week. So now you can argue Drew Lock coming to do that. I mean, come on, we can't have Drew Lock coming getting 20, 30 points on us, man. That's unacceptable. But
Right.
it's the last game of the season, man. Was they really? It's the Broncos. Even we were saying before the game, it's hard getting up for this, man. You already know you in there. Broncos playing for nothing.
Yeah, I'll say this. Broncos, they now on a 13-game losing streak against us.
Yeah.
Broncos. Sometimes you just get to a point where you just get tired of losing to a team, and you just show up all of a sudden. But I will say that the Chiefs, they really didn't play their A in the game. I feel like the Chiefs'
Oh,
performance overall was like a C plus. It was
Hmm.
pretty average.
yeah, yeah.
And I can't understand if they just overestimated the team, if they came out thinking it was going to be easy, or if it was just a combination of that plus us not really having everybody healthy, all of our starters out there. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I want to believe it's because we just didn't have all of our A players out there, but also I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, RJ, I can't believe Dorian just said that, dog. Like Dorian, man, look, Finn's had a solid year, man. Like that one game against Cincy, that's really like his worst game of the year, technically. I think he's been solid in all the other appearances this year. That's a crazy comment to me. But yeah, I will agree with you on this, man. Like a lot of the stuff that Spags was running today was pretty vanilla in comparison to what he's been doing down the stretch when we was winning ball games, when we was on that winning streak. So I will say that.
I kind of feel that way about the offense, though, too. Like, I think both sides of the ball, it was a little 70%.
Kyle, we've been saying that since week one, man.
Right.
Like,
Right. That's beating the dead horse at this
like,
point, man.
dang.
We've been on that. He said, no, it's them looking in the backfield too much. Look, yeah, I mean that's been the thing with the Chiefs. They've done that quite often. They get caught looking in the backfield a lot, and they end up losing track of the receiver and losing track of the ball in general. Because I know on that one when Judy adjusted to the pass that Drew Lock threw, that was like a great adjustment because Hughes didn't really play the ball well on that. So I mean that was his example right there.
I feel like that
So,
pass rush wasn't what it was supposed to be today either, though. For real.
Nah, it
mhm.
wasn't. It wasn't at all. I don't think did we even get a sack?
So
No, wait a minute. We didn't get a sack.
I
We
don't
just had
know.
a
I
few
don't.
quarterback hits.
It's not half off Big Macs this week, man. Don't go to McDonald's.
Man, don't go to McDonald's anyway.
So do we feel like the intensity is going to be like up 10 notches before next game? Because I feel like that was really lacking today.
Mm.
Like, right?
It's
Like, that's what we believe, right? It was
yeah, it's
lacking
the
We
today
had a
playoff.
too.
hope.
It's the
Yeah.
playoffs. Like this team been here before. Like they should know how
Mhm.
to turn the intensity at this point.
Yeah.
But see,
And it'll be at
it's
home.
yeah. Oof.
Dorian, listen. We ignore PFF on this show, dog. Like I don't know where you getting this idea. I listen to PFF when I said Fitton's been playing well. I watched the game just like you, dog. Fitton was solid this year. He just had one bad game against Cincinnati, dog.
He had he had that other when he did the little
The Cowboys. Now they was calling some BS on him that game. They was calling some BS on him that game.
But overall, Finn has been good. He hasn't been bad all year. Recently, I don't know what's up with him and Ward. It seemed like, I don't know, man. Just the last couple weeks.
Youngie Ty, we've been saying this for the past few weeks too, dude. Like, Armani White
Years.
should have been. You should have been got a shot. You should have been had an opportunity, especially over Dan to get some playing time. But yeah, it is what it is, dog. Well, yeah, Caleb, but but I mean, part of that is on us, but part of that's on the league too. So
I mean, here we are. So now we just got to sit back and wait. That is what's nice. Like, as much as obviously I want a 1 seed, tomorrow will be a relaxing day of just seeing everybody else beat each other up for different seeding. And it'll be fun. It'll be enjoyable.
yeah, I'm just curious to see who we play
Yeah.
first game, whether we get a bye or not. I'm just curious to see who we're gonna play as the first opponent.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah. That's Colts or Chargers, right?
Man, Chargers not making
Or
it, dog. I'm telling you, they're not making it.
you think the Chargers are going to get beat by the Raiders?
Yeah, Kylie, let me ask you this: since you wasn't on the show yesterday,
No, I wasn't.
okay, so who do you think is gonna be the 17s that make the AFC playoffs?
So I think we're looking at either me or us or Tennessee in the 1 seed and 2 seed. And then you're going to go Bengals, probably Bills, Patriots, I don't know. Colts, I think the Chargers are going to win tomorrow as much as I don't want them to win tomorrow. I think that I listened to the show yesterday, and you made a lot of really good points. Like, I don't trust the Chargers. I think they're wildly inconsistent, and I don't know that the play calling is going to be there, and I don't know that Justin Herbert has it. They can fall behind easily. It's in Vegas. I just think there's a lot of things going into this game that could lead to the Raiders winning. But I think at the end of the day, my gut's saying that the Chargers will pull this out. And if that's the case, like, Arrowhead will be ready for them next week. So I know, Boogie, you're scared. I know, I see you over there. I know you're a little scared of the Chargers. Listen, lying if I was to say that I wasn't either. We've seen them. That'll be our third time. But it's a completely different game now. It's playoffs. We're at Arrowhead. Like, if we do end up meeting the Chargers, like, I think we're going to take care of business. If we end up meeting the Colts, I think we're going to take care of business. I think it's just a different game now. I think it's a different team now, and it's at home.
My thing with the Chargers is this: like, both matchups, we didn't have everybody on our defense.
Right.
So I think in this third matchup, if the Chargers do make it, we'll have everybody this time. And I think the defense is going to play better than what they have been playing in those first two matchups. So I'm not concerned about the Chargers, man. Like, Justin Herbert, this is brand new to him. If he does make it, it'll be his first playoff appearance, and you have to go to Arrowhead. I'm not worried about the Chargers. I'm just not.
You're not
And
worried about
Staley, really, like, Staley's first time really coaching in playoffs. Like, that's a lot of pressure for a head coach. So I don't know. I'm not really worried about the Chargers. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not.
Dorian, they still got a chance, bro.
I promise, Dorian.
Tell you.
Hey, talk about it, Dorian. Yeah. Yeah, he was.
So Boogie, would you rather play the Colts?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't believe Carson Wentz could come here and win an Arrowhead.
I feel
I'm
the
more
same way.
confident in that than Herbert.
Yeah. But the best part is that we can just sit back and watch tomorrow and let the cards fall where they may.
Yep.
And they're all gonna be fighting for something tomorrow. And that's very rare. I mean, this is one of those seasons where things are still in the air. People aren't resting their starters. So even the Titans are gonna go in tomorrow and they have something to fight for.
Yep.
And that's gonna be really nice sitting on the couch
We
watching that happen.
fans over everything tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Kyle, I think we can come up to that conclusion that we were definitely up there as far as like a wide receiver coming in and learning the playbook under Andy Reid. So, but I know the worst offensive play of the league is under Greg Roman in Baltimore. I mean, everybody put the blame on Lamar Jackson, but y'all don't want
Oh
to
my
give
God.
Greg Roman that same energy of calling the same goofy plays every year. But that's a different topic for a different day.
Oh my God.
But John,
It's right. That's true.
John, it's not the same Colts, man. This ain't Peyton Manning. This ain't Andrew Luck with coming back from down big and all that. Nah.
It's true. The main difference in that is that they had a QB, and to your point, Boogie, like Wentz just, I don't think he's got it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
Taylor,
Go ahead.
Taylor of course he's playing like an MVP, but I trust Nick Bolton can stop that.
Yeah, I'm confident in Nick Bolton because like he's made Derrick Henry work. Held Zeke and Pollard in check when they came here. Cowboys. Like and then I think against Green Bay they did an alright job too. So yeah, I'm not really concerned about that at all. So I mean, if Jonathan Taylor does get 100 yards or whatever, it's not gonna be an easy 100. You got to touch the ball a lot. Get that. Yep.
So, who else, though, like, would you not want to face? Like, I would like to see the Bengals again. I know that's not possible for the first weekend, not likely anyway, but I think I just have such a bad taste in my mouth after last week, and I think that the team does. Like, I think we see the Bengals again over. We have a lot of revenge, I think, on our plate from this season, which I think is a lot of fuel.
Yeah, this could be the revenge tour. I know Country mentioned it last night. He wants the Bengals more than anybody. It seemed like a lot of Chiefs Kingdom feels the same way as far as like trying to get revenge on the Bengals. I mean, I'm kind of feeling that too. Just because the way we kind of got robbed in that game. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them again and slapping them around as long as they don't bring back that same ref. I'll say that.
Yeah. So do we play Monday night? We don't know yet, right? We're still
Yeah, we
If
waiting.
we the
still we
two
still
seed,
waiting. Yeah, we
Yeah,
the
but the
two
two
seed.
say would play Monday.
Yeah, more than likely because Nate Taylor talked about it. I think Fox will most likely want the Cowboys, and I think
Hmm.
that's probably what's going to happen. So just to start off this new wild card on Monday experiment, they would definitely want the team and the quarterback with the most views, and like the Chiefs, they're one of the teams that's like the most viewed in the league this year. So they probably would want the Chiefs to kick that off if we do get the two seed. But yeah, Tyler, we talked about Melvin earlier in the show, man. Um, probably arguably the biggest trade in the NFL this season, or the biggest
Oh yeah.
acquisition.
hey, what we get him for again? A sixth round?
Just a 6th round pick, dog. Literally taking candy from a baby, man.
Steal. Yeah.
Hey, and he was a hostage over there. They said, right? They didn't want to kick. Man, that's crazy.
The hostage. Man, listen, Dorian, like the NFL is greedy, man. It's all about the bread, man. It's all about the bread. That's why we got the 18. That's why we got an 18-week schedule now.
Yeah. I agree though. I mean, it's nice coming off of tonight having a long week to go into Monday if we do play Monday, but then to go into a short week in the second round, that'll be rough. I I completely agree with that. What do you
Caleb, we
say?
got to work during the week. Tailgating suck when we play on Mondays, man.
Yeah, Boogie was not happy about that when Nate was breaking that down. He was not happy. He was not a happy camper. He was like, "Come on, man." So, hey, Boogie, you got to root hard for the Texans tomorrow, then, man. So,
Mills, baby. Let's get General Mills. They said in the comments last episode.
fat giraffe neck in the building.
What's the Texans record right now? What's their draft pick situation?
Oh
So
shoot, I
like
could I could pull that up real quick.
Is it 6 wins they got? 6-12.
I don't think they got 6 wins. It may be 5, but I'm about to pull it up real quick. See what they got for us. Oh shoot. My computer on that BS right now.
Let me find out, country.
Yep. Reggie said neck go.
I just didn't know
Okay.
if it would mess with them much if they win tomorrow. I don't think they'll. I don't know what they're going to go for next year. Not a lot of QBs to really look at. Plus, Davis Mills is kind of doing his thing. But if it's going to affect them much by winning tomorrow, they're going to give it their all. I hope they give it their all.
They gonna give it they all because that David Culley come from Andy Reid coaching tree. He gonna try to do that favor for him.
Yeah, I think so. And like I mentioned it on the last show, the Texans, they got a few veterans on that team, so um they can definitely pull something out their hat. And like real talk, Houston been giving Tennessee some problems in the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as far as this quarterback class in the draft, I think I would hold off on that. I think Davis Mills did do enough to prove himself. Like seemed like after that first start or the first two starts, he done kind of settled down and the game done kind of slowed down for him a bit to where he is serviceable, to where he has proven that he can make plays. So I got the record up now. Houston is 4-12 currently. So
So
yep,
that puts them like where are they at? 6 or 7 in the draft, probably.
yeah, somewhere in that nature,
It
probably
won't
just
really.
outside the top five.
Yeah, won't really mess with them much. But to your point, there's probably a few people looking for jobs next year. They're going to give it their all, and that's what I want to see. That game's at 12, right?
Yep, noon kickoff.
Yeah.
Oh
No, wait a
yeah,
minute.
get that
Oh,
over with.
what a day!
Yep, yep.
What's the 3 o'clock
So
playoff implication game? Cause we know the Raiders and Chargers at 7 o'clock.
before I get to that, let's answer this question real quick. Tara said, "Do you think the defense was sandbagging and saving energy headed to the postseason?" Um, I mean, the stuff that we saw today, it felt like they was dialing some stuff back, but also that field was terrible. That field was pretty terrible. So it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough to like cut on that field today.
I think it was both on that. Sure.
Yeah. So you want me to check the afternoon games? Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, that's true, Caleb. Yeah, what's the 3 o'clock playoff implication game? Is it the Colts and Jags? I think they play at 12 too, right?
Yeah, that's a noon game. Um. All right, I got it right here. So I did have it. What the heck? All right, there we go. My fault. All right, the noon playoff implication games. The Cardinals, they fighting for seeding. They play the Seahawks. The Bills, they still got to win. The Bills, the Jets, Patriots, and Dolphins. They still battling for the AFC East. And then the Niners and Rams got seeding implications. And then I think the Buccaneers, they got seeding implications too, I believe. So,
49ers are in.
nah. Oh yeah, because the Saints they got to get in too. So it looks like every single game in the afternoon got some playoff implications as far as seeding.
So are the Bengals locked into a 3 seed? Because I know Burrow's not playing, and they're playing the Browns, and so are they locked in on a 3 seed?
I believe so. I'll have to
I,
double check that.
so it's really just like 4 through 7. We're looking that's shuffling possibly,
I
and then
think
1 and
Bengals
2.
and Bengals in the AFC East is one game apart for the seeding wise. But then they benching they starters Burrow not even playing.
Yeah, like
Right.
as soon as the news about Joe Mixon came out with COVID and stuff, it was like, all right, we're not gonna take any risk here. We're gonna just gonna go ahead and rest guys. So
Mhm.
I already said the Bengals could be third or fourth. Okay.
I guess I don't understand how they could be 4th or who could hop in to be 3rd. Is I guess what I'm trying to figure out. I need to
Because
look
they
at. I gotta
gotta
look
win
at
the
something.
division. They automatically win the division, so they gotta be one of the top 4 seeds, right?
Yeah.
So I get yeah. So okay. I don't know. Tomorrow's gonna be fun for me, anyway. Sit back, relax, watch all these other teams play. Not locked in.
As far as like what? As far as like a season, because the Bengals they in the playoffs, bro. They won the AFC North. So what's up with Clinton? So you good, bro? You good, bro? Just rewatch the show, man, or just join us for the last few bit of it. So
So how can the Bengals are third now, but they could go to 4. I guess that's what I just don't understand is who could happen.
yeah, I think it's
So
like conference record. 40 minutes later.
what's
40 minutes later, he's
up?
going up.
What's
Dang,
up?
man. It took that long, brother?
There he
Yeah.
is.
Man, that's terrible.
Shout out
Well,
to
Better late than
Southside
never.
Mafia Pizza.
oh, you went there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that pizza's pretty fire. I haven't been there in a while. So,
What's up, bro?
what's happening, country? So, country, man, we pretty much broke down the game for the most part, but, man, I mean, just give us your thoughts real quick on what you saw out there, positive and negative.
Y'all already covered it, man. They didn't show with no fire, no fight. And then they woke up middle of the third quarter or whatever, and it is what it is. Melvin Ingram with the play of the game for me. I seen RJ in here. I ain't gonna even respond.
Chris, we
Nah,
40
not gonna
minutes
start
in,
the
bro.
show.
We 40 minutes in, dog. We ain't starting nothing over.
Nah.
But yeah,
It was
man.
good.
But
It was a frustrating game. I mean, I'm just glad we came out on the right side. That's 13 straight. You know what I'm saying? So I seen Rex Ryan after the game say, "Well, if they play Josh Allen that way, like we're not gonna play Josh
oh
Allen how we
my
played Drew
Right.
Lock, bro.
gosh.
Like Randy
Oh my
Moss. Like
god.
y'all know too much football to be having these dumb opinions.
It sounds like some script read type stuff.
Mm.
Man, it's silly, man.
that's
So
just silly.
we rooting for the Texans, right?
Duh.
Mhm.
General Mills,
Absolutely. Rex
Pete
Burkhead,
Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, all of them, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kylie, you was mentioning about like the season. You don't see you was trying to understand how
Yeah.
the Bengals can drop from the third to fourth seed. I think it is by like probably conference record. I'm gonna say that's one of the tiebreaker scenarios in that manner. Between the AFC East champion and them. So that's
Did
the
y'all
only way
discuss
I can see it.
that? Did y'all discuss that Burrow's not playing?
Yeah, we just did right
Okay.
before you hopped on.
They probably lose. Who they playing?
The Browns.
Browns.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me either.
But
And we don't know. Who knows who's gonna play in that game?
well, that's what I was like. So if they're not playing, if like Burrow's not playing and then they lose, who wins to get them into the 4th seed? The 4th spot. Because somebody
Buffalo,
said that.
right?
Is that right?
Buffalo.
And
It'll be
Buffalo,
the division winner. Who? No.
they already won the division.
So they locked at the 4, right? They can go up to
Well,
the
they're
3
the
if they
3
want.
right now. Yeah. They're already at the 3 right now. That's why I didn't. We were
Oh,
trying to
okay.
figure out
It's
who
between them and
needs.
the AFC East team. So whoever win that AFC East and Bengals conference record.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Mhm.
okay.
So Bills win, they get the 3rd seed. Bengals get the 4th seed. Who's the
Yeah.
5th seed?
Be the Patriots.
Patriots,
And then
Chargers, and then who else?
Colts, Raiders.
We
Oh,
mentioned
Colts.
Colts, we mentioned
Yeah.
Raiders, we mentioned Ravens, the miracle scenario, which I think that's gonna
Oh my
happen.
God.
I still think that's
That's
gonna
still a
happen.
thing? I
Bro,
didn't
you
even
don't
know.
let that
Already
go.
crossed them out.
I'm
If
all in.
you don't let that go, bro, let that go, bro.
I'm
It's
not.
not gonna
I'm
happen.
not. I'm not.
R.I.P. John Madden, right?
Like I said, emergency pod if it happens. Emergency pod if I get those two teams right.
Hey, if we get that special guest I'm working on, then we gonna do emergency power regardless. For real. But nah, the Ravens ain't gonna do it, bro. It's over. The dream is dead. Your dream died when Lamar twisted his ankle. It's been over ever since. Let it go. Wake
Hey
up.
man, we gonna see, bro.
Wake up, Neo.
We gonna see,
dude,
man.
like they said earlier, man. Y'all was on that podcast earlier this year, man, capping about them Ravens, man. Talking about Super Bowl and all. It was talking real crazy.
Yeah, Super Bowl was wild, but
They actually did win their Super Bowl, though. They won their Super Bowl back in week 2. Congratulations.
Yeah.
injuries stacking up. Injuries stacking
They
up,
did
stacked
have
up on that
injuries.
team.
They did have injuries though, but nah.
Nah, y'all was keying on here at the man.
That
Dorian,
that's a
all right,
fact,
man.
Dorian. Tell
All
me,
right,
man.
Dorian. All right,
He
Dorian.
ain't lying, no. He ain't lying.
Hey, Dorian, I'm gonna come back and your mentions if they somehow make the playoffs, though.
Hey, bro, she was so nice, bro. It was hard to get mad at her, but
Yeah, shout
I
out
didn't want
to
to hear
her.
none of that shit.
She knows football, right?
Yeah.
Yep, Gina.
She's still a
knows
nice
stuff,
lady,
too.
but
Yeah, she knows stuff.
Like I said, Dorian, I'm gonna come back to that comment. If the Ravens somehow get in the playoffs, I'm gonna come right back to that comment.
hey, you
Put
got
it in your mentions.
I'm sorry. I gotta know what needs to happen for the Ravens to get in the playoffs. I was totally counting
everything.
Right.
Everything.
Chuck.
Not everything.
Mm-mm.
Okay, first off, we
Mm-mm.
need the Texans to win. We need the Jacksonville Jaguars to win. The Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014, so it is possible. And then
I
they
need
need the
you to
Raiders
stop
to
saying
win.
we, because you're on our
You
team.
hear
But
that?
they
You hear
need.
that?
Yeah, I heard
You
it.
noticed that?
They need.
He's speaking
What
French all
happened?
of a sudden. When this happened?
Did we become a Ravens podcast?
No.
Hold on. Let's backtrack.
No.
They need.
No. Y'all know,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Dave, my bad name, my fault. Shoot, I mean, I'm kind of stuck on us too. At the same time, talking about the Ravens team. But anyway, they need the Texans to win too. They need Jacksonville to win, and they need the Raiders to win. And all that is very possible. All that is possible.
Shit, I mean, I was thinking it was more than that. That's not that many things that need to happen for them to get into the playoffs.
And of course, they got to beat Pittsburgh. So,
Yeah.
Nah, Caleb.
man, RJ, get out of here. RJ, get out of here, RJ. Get that out of here, dude. Bye.
That must have been before my time.
Bye,
I never
man.
heard him say anything like that. Hold on, I would have checked him real quick.
Nah, you missed that episode.
Yeah.
What episode? Lamar Jackson, Josh
When you
Allen
went
debate?
crazy, when you first came back and you went crazy about Lamar Jackson being better
Well,
than
he is better than Josh Allen. Come on,
No!
man.
At running.
Yes, he is.
At
Yes,
running.
he is. What? They had
Thank
throwing
you.
the ball too.
No.
Listen, nope. We're not about to
I
do
gotta
this
say
again.
something.
Kylie, let
I
me
gotta
hear your
say something.
piece.
Listen,
No,
because Josh
let me hear you,
Allen
Kylie.
was not completing 60% of his passes before Stephon Diggs got there. Lamar came out the gate completing 60% of his passes with the trash he had at wide receiver.
I
With a
can throw a
midget.
3-yard
He got a
pass,
midget.
Chuck.
He got a
Kylie,
midget
I wanna
at
hear
wide
Kylie.
receiver number 1. Come on, man.
He knows I'm right. He's not gonna let me say anything. It's okay.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
All I have to say is my opinion is that Lamar is great at running the ball, but cut two, sprained ankle, can't play the rest of the season. Also, not able to pass as well as Josh Allen. And I'm not a Josh Allen fan, but they're not the same.
That's wild. I'm
in
sorry.
terms
What
of
do you
throwing
mean?
the ball,
Thank you.
That's
your boy
wild to
not
me.
even top 5.
That's wild to me, man.
In terms of throwing the ball, he's not top 5, bro. It just is what it
Dude,
is.
Or he's just outside the top 5, but he's better than Josh Allen, bro.
No! He's not
Not
is,
at
bro.
throwing. We're not.
Yes,
You're right.
yes.
We shouldn't get into this.
He's a more
No.
accurate thrower. He's a more accurate thrower than Josh Allen. Yes, he is.
But he's not a better thrower than Josh Allen, bro. I don't care.
Josh Allen got
Allen
a
has
better supporting cast.
Your
of
boy can't even
receivers.
throw
Come
outside
on.
the numbers, bro.
What are y'all talking about? He's been better outside the numbers this year. What are you talking about?
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, see?
how many picks Lamar Jackson got right now?
More
Okay,
than Mahomes,
that was off of one game, bro. That was
No,
off of
look,
one game, fam.
He got
Come on.
13 picks right now, and he missed how many
The
games?
same as Patrick Mahomes, right?
Now, how many?
So
years
I want to
got?
understand. You're saying right now, in today's 32 teams, that Lamar Jackson is a top 5 passing quarterback.
Oh, he's up there. He's just on the outside of the top 5.
No.
Oh, just
I want
outside
to
the top 5.
know. Okay.
If you want to talk about passers, it's Mahomes, it's Rodgers, it's Brady, and then this year it's probably Herbert and Joe Burrow. That's probably the top 5 as far as passers.
That's 5. Now keep going.
But I could name 3 more before I even think about putting Lamar in.
If you want to say Dak Prescott, cool. If you want to say Kyler Murray, cool. So Lamar's probably top 10 somewhere.
Did you say Kyler Murray yet?
I just said Kyler Murray.
Did you say
You
Russell
didn't say
Wilson
Josh
yet?
Allen? Josh Allen
Russell,
go for more yards
Russell
than
Wilson's
Kyler
had a
Murray.
down year this year, but
And he's
I
still
would put
better
Russell.
than Lamar. Throwing the
As a
ball. We just talking about throwing the ball.
Okay, fine, but he still had a down year. Cool.
What they got
I
to
don't
do with
wanna-
throwing the ball, Chuck?
Okay, I said okay. You want to put Russell there? Okay, but Lamar's still top 10. So Lamar's like 9th. He's 9th now.
Listen, I don't want to give you a hard time about this. It feels like you've already been through the ringer on this. But let's just all agree to disagree. And then we'll move on.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be agree to disagree on this subject. I ain't going away
But
from my
Josh
stance.
Allen not a top 10 throwing quarterback in the league.
If you want to put Josh Allen at 10th, fine. But he ain't better than Lamar Jackson, bro. He's just not.
Can I put
He's not.
Lamar at 15?
Boogie your face.
I guarantee you
That's
put
crazy, though,
if
ain't
you
it?
put
Am I
if you put
tripping?
listen if you put Lamar Jackson in Buffalo, they would have been won the AFC East by now.
No, they
wouldn't be.
wouldn't.
Yes, they would have, bro.
I thought we were moving on. This is getting more painful. We can't do it.
Please.
Did Lamar not take his team to a number 1 seed with the trash he had at wide receiving core?
He got to the AFC Championship.
I'm just saying, does Lamar not have a better record than Josh Allen? And it's within his first few years as a quarterback.
So we got Justin Herbert.
Answer the question. Just answer the question.
What's the question?
No, I don't even know.
Does Lamar Jackson not have a better record than Josh Allen as a starting quarterback in the league?
We talking
First
about
year.
throwing the ball. Why are you talking about records and all that stuff? We talking about throwing the ball.
Because Lamar
Yeah.
plays winning football. He plays more winning football than Josh Allen, bro.
Who,
He just does.
who's
What
been
they got to
further
do
in
with
the
him
playoffs?
throwing the ball? We talking about throwing the ball.
No, look.
That's
who
part
got
of
more
it,
playoff
fam.
wins?
That ain't no part of it. What are you talking
All right.
about?
Who got
Oh
more
my
playoff
God.
wins?
All right, I'm ready to
Chuck.
move on. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah,
from
let's
this
move
subject,
on.
bro.
Let's move
No,
on.
No,
we
I'm ready to
talking
move
about
on.
throwing the ball. You talking about winning percentage and
nope.
and
I'm ready
accuracy?
to move on. I'm ready to move on, bro. I'm done.
Chuck,
Anybody.
Ready to move
listen,
on.
Hopefully
I don't
they won't
think
make the playoffs.
I'm not gonna hold that against you. Is what I'm gonna say. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Lamar is your weakness, bro. He your kryptonite.
Yes.
Ah man.
Lamar
Y'all
your
don't
cousin. Just say it,
y'all
bro.
pay attention, bro.
Say
Y'all pay
your
attention.
cousin, bro.
Y'all pay attention, bro.
Please.
Y'all
Yeah,
pay
thanks,
attention, bro.
Caleb.
That's all.
Thank you, Caleb.
I'm totally
Lamar
distracted
Jackson-
now.
Lamar be like, yeah, you tripping.
Nah, he really wouldn't. But anyway,
He said what? Oh.
I mean,
Shoot,
youngest
I'm good on
MVP.
Madden.
I mean, the youngest MVP in NFL history. But all right, man. Y'all got it, bro.
Because I can't. All right, I'm not.
Y'all got it, man.
You can't get sucked back in. No.
Y'all got
You
it,
see
man.
how he do it?
You see?
I was right back in.
MVP because of running the ball. Come on.
It wasn't because of
Come on,
running the
man.
ball. He threw the ball well too.
He did. But he won.
All right,
MVP 'cause he
then.
was running it.
All right,
too,
then.
though,
So
right?
let's move on. From the subject.
Move on, angry guy.
Okay.
Your
Go
middle name
Chiefs.
Lamar, ain't it?
Let's go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
We gotta move on.
Yeah, man,
We are a united front. We can't let this Lamar guy get in the way.
Listen, we've been on this thing for about 55 minutes now. I think we should wrap it up, dog. I think to conclude the show tonight, we should all wake up, get enough rest, wake up, prepare to wear something representing the Houston Texans or whatnot, root on the Texans to get this dub. And then once they get the dub, take all that stuff off, and then we put our Chiefs gear back on, talk our trash about how we got the #1 seed still. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
First of all,
let's do
should
that.
none of y'all own any Texans gear? Where
I'm
would
not.
we even get it from?
No,
I was gonna borrow it from Chuck.
I'm saying just wear red and blue something. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it gotta be official Texans gear. No, I'm not going that far.
You're right.
Chuck
sure
got a
y'all able to get
David
my
Carr
Texans.
jersey somewhere in his house. I'm convinced.
The hell you talking about?
No, Chuck, I agree with you.
Nah,
We're
put
all
on
gonna
your
wake up.
Texans gear. Put on your Texans gear, and you root on for the Texans. I'm just gonna watch the game and root for them. I ain't got no gear to put on.
I wish I had Deshaun Watson jersey. Free Deshaun Watson.
Free Watson,
Oh my
man.
God.
Free Deshaun
Free D.
Watson.
I
Watson.
can't.
Dress
You
for
get
less.
Texans gear.
Kyle, come on.
Oh, I'm dying, you guys.
Go!
I've
Nah, I ain't
had
about to do all
I've had
that,
too
Kyle.
many
Nah.
for this.
Okay, first of all, look, the Texans are not gonna win. I'm just
Stop!
ready
Not
to
with
be
that
wrong.
energy. Not with that
Okay.
energy. You gotta stay positive, country.
I do think I don't know why. I do think the Raiders are gonna win. I don't know why. I have no proof. I have no evidence of why, but I think the Raiders are gonna win. It could because the other Chuck been talking all week about the Chargers, and I think I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
he knows it.
If
He
you
knows it.
if you had like a token and you could have one thing happen and it was either the Texans beat the Titans or
Texans,
okay.
Texans,
Texans
easy.
all day. That's Texans all day. No questions asked. If I had all 7 Dragon Balls, yeah, I would wish for the Texans to win tomorrow.
It could happen. We gotta stay positive.
Who's the referee?
Oh, I can definitely pull that up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear all my red and blue tomorrow for you, Chuck.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna find all my American gear, anything patriotic, whatever I got. That's all as close as it's gonna get. Okay, and I'm gonna put it on just for you, and I'm gonna enjoy my Sunday.
Oh,
did y'all give out y'all game balls
yet? Nah, but it's probably Melvin Ingram, dog. I mean, that's the biggest play of the game. In the second half, Melvin Ingram was a terror, dog.
So McCall on offense and Melvin on defense?
Yeah, you can do that.
McCall definitely. Yeah. But Bolton running it all the way back too. I mean, we could give Bolton.
He was winded.
He said Land Clark.
That was the longest play of the season, all right.
Who in the devil is Land?
Yeah.
Land Clark?
And he kept running.
What kind
I thought he looked. What?
You talking about
the referee's name is Land Clark. What the hell is Land? That's his name? Is that sharp for something? That's a terrible name. Hey, that's my boy Land. Land? Where's he?
This dude.
It sounds like Captain Planet. Earth! Fire!
This dude country, man.
I'm hungry, bro. I ain't ate yet, so I'm silly. But Land Clark is a terrible name.
This dude country is funny, man.
Bro!
But yo,
hey,
I will say this about
was Land, bro. We couldn't even be friends.
Land.
Yeah, that's my homeboy Land. Land.
But real quick. I'm looking at Land Clark's stuff right now. He's been pretty favorable to the home team this season.
Who the home team?
The Texans.
Okay, good.
So yeah. Things look promising. Things look a little promising tomorrow. A little bit.
Okay, so if it's Tennessee versus the Refs and the Texans, I'll give you a 2017 victory for the Texans.
Yeah, that's how I said. Game-winning field goal, down to the wire.
I'll
The
take that.
NFL owe us one. We gave y'all Cincinnati. Come on, bro. Y'all owe us one.
It's true.
But
Yeah.
man, though. Hi,
I
Mom.
think it's
Mom, here's my boyfriend, Land. What?
all right. Yeah. I'm out of a beer. I finished my beer. We've been on here
What you
for an
drinking on? What you
hour.
drinking on, Kylie? What you drinking on?
Proud sponsor. It's actually not a sponsor, but I'm drinking White Claw.
White Claw.
Yeah,
Girl, that's
she
not
white
like
clawing.
Thunderbird.
I had to
That's
calm
not
it
like-
down.
What
Who
is
said Thunderbird?
I was
Kylie drinking on that Wild Irish Rose for the game.
yeah. The
Well,
icy. So these, I'm not going to talk about how much they were, but they were on sale somewhere.
It's a wine
And-
cooler?
No, it's a seltzer. Here,
It's
should
a
I show the
seltzer?
label more? Maybe we'll get like a sponsor. It's a seltzer.
No, they might sue us. We ain't got no money yet.
Oh my god! Why didn't you tell me that the first time I held it up? I didn't hold it up.
Yeah, right. Y'all talking
Chill,
about
Clint,
I'm high.
man.
Boogie high. That's
We
why
can
you
cut this.
I'm chilling, man.
We can cut this, right?
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Product placement accident.
I thought at least that Captain Planet would make Boogie laugh, bro. Come on now. Boogie didn't watch those type of shows growing up.
No, but yeah, that's gonna conclude our episode of Kingdom Cast tonight. That's gonna conclude our post-game show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on all your social media platforms. Let's go Texans.
Sorry I was late.
It's all good. You got your little laughs off, your little jokes off or whatever, so it's all good. It balanced out.
Success.
Playoffs.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? Hey,
So the next
y'all think we talking crazy now? If we pull in this guest we trying to get, oh, buddy. That's all I'm going to say.
but yep.
Love you too,
To the-
RJ. Sucker.
All right.
But yeah, till the next episode, y'all. We out of here.
The Kingdom Cast.